which side can step up and deliver on this big stage. We are in downtown Atlanta at Bobby Dodd Stadium, home field, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Kick this away to start us off. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, and so it's been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Caught quickly. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. He'll try a pass here. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. That game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The pocket breaking down. The pass is intercepted. He could go. He's at the 50. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
On the toss play, runner moving left. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Too much speed for the defense.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
BAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Defense is coming after him. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Gets made on the out route. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is made, and that's good for a first down at the 47.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
First down now at the 47. One big play has gotten this offense suddenly near midfield. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
And the Yellow Jackets are on the move here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Second down play coming up for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Finds room at the 30. Breaking tackles and going. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They connect for 6. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, and some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. There's the handoff. Breaks an open space. He's in the clear. Past the 40, the 30, past the 10, all the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Point after, up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks right and lets it fly. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And one big play has moved the ball across midfield. 1st and 10 in enemy territory. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and still motoring. Here he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed, but what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Look at the quick cut. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive 1st quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we move to the 2nd quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Gives it to the back. Breaks free. Will not be brought down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Direct snap. fighting him off. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
Great recognition and discipline here by this defense on that touch pass. You know, these touch passes can be a real test on that defense, and they passed this test with flying colors, blowing that play up.
Here's the second down play. Looking for a man. He's going to take a shot down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they go with the dagger concept here on this play, but unfortunately the quarterback could not get it to his intended target running on that vertical route.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on fourth down. Back to throw again. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Breaks off the defender. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a third and 4. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
It's fourth down and 4 as they try to keep the drive going. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. He's got it. And that is enough for a first down. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. He takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Chris, not shocked at all that they threw this football to this receiver, especially on fourth down. They needed a play. He delivers, but instead of doing it downfield, he shows them what he can do after the catch to get it into the end zone.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
When this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right. But man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
To life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Impressive spin there. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. And caught by the receiver. Broken tackle, still going. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Yellow Jackets will line up here on 1st down and goal. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. This offense cannot be stopped.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. And the single back takes the handoff, running with purpose. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Pressure is coming. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
I personally love the aggressive approach here by this offensive coordinator. You got to take some chances. You got to create some matchups. But if you don't protect the quarterback, you have no chance.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. The Hilltoppers will line up to punt it away. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. Ball fielded at the 45. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. You know, he's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He escapes the pocket. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner will be brought down. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position. And the Hilltoppers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And then first down, right back to the running game. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a receiver. He's running out of time here. And the defense comes up with the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Receiver in motion now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking deep to the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And he'll drop back here on third down. Right up by the receiver. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his second interception in the first half alone.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And this pass is on target. Caught. The coach's choice to go for it does not pan out.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get. But you've got time, way too early in this game, to go for it on 4th and a mile.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. The pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, that's a great job by this defense of getting pressure with only 3 pass rushers. That leaves 8 back in coverage. It makes it very difficult to find an open man. But boy, you play that defense all day if you can get that kind of pressure with just 3 guys.
It's another deep shot. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. It'll be brought down as time runs out during the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick this away to start the second half. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Western Kentucky offense back on the field. Emphasis here on cutting down on turnovers, a couple of them in the first half, and that's why they're trailing. They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They're lose a yard on the play.
Chris, a great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, with no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. Fires it on the move. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Keeping it on the ground here. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The receiver makes the catch. That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Oh, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now we want a draw play. He finds some space, and he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up fourth down now. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
Here we go. First and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. The ball is up. Goes to the goal line. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Handoff to the back. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Boy, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one.
This winds up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So after giving up the safety, here's the free kick. Breaks into the clear.
The returner brings it out to the 38, and the Western Kentucky offense will take over 1st and 10.
Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's an out route, the catch made. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. His awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
It's 3rd down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's caught. To be brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
The Hilltoppers will have 1st and 10 here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
And that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. He gets loose. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Catch made in space. Look out. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
And the Hilltoppers pick up enough yardage for a first down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. The shotgun running play call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Has the first down and more. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Still no answer for this offense.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
They're set now to try the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So Georgia Tech has the lead here, Kurt. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. Well, this is what we hope for. This is what we expected, Kurt. A tight, tough battle between 2 really good teams. Now who can step up and make that winning play down the stretch?
Well, early in the year, these 2 teams have actually lived up to the billing of 2 top 5 teams, showing a lot on offense and defense. Now with so much.
Breaks into the clear. Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Yeah, this is a danger when a defense gets too comfortable. Here they hone in on the action to one side, and the reverse catches them completely off guard for the big score. Great call by the offense to catch this defense napping.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. The Hilltoppers offense retakes the field now. Here's the handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the right side. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this intercepted, picked off by the defense. Now he was caught grabbing the jersey there, and that will cost him. Critical mistake by the defense sets up a 1st and 10 now for the offense. It's a draw. He's got room to run. And he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
The gain is good enough for a 1st down near the 38.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And on the carry, he's heading left. Gets into space at the 50. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche.
Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
The sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch is made down the middle. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
That's a big sack by this defense here on 1st down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
After a disastrous 1st down play, they're backed up on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
They need a touchdown here. Down big in the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on 4th down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
I can't believe this guy came down with his catch. Unbelievable play for a touchdown. The quarterback took a chance by throwing that into double coverage, and the receiver somehow went up and makes the play on the ball and came down in the end zone for a touchdown.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They'll start the drive here with an end around. He's got the 1st and still going. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the 1st down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. One big play, and the offense has flipped the field. They're across the 50, set up with a 1st down. Leaning on the run game here late.
When you can run it like this with a late lead and the defense knows it's coming, that's a clear sign the offense has done its job. This defense is worn down at this point, and closing the game out should be pretty routine if they can keep this up.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Can he make it to the marker? He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Paging George D. Burdell. Paging George D. Burdell.
It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. This might be for the ball game. It's a dart to the left side. And it's broken up there. Great play on 4th down stop.
Boy, interesting call to me, Chris. With the lead, a chance to maybe settle for a field goal, make it a 2-possession game. Instead, the aggressive approach. Now you give your opponent a chance to get back in this game.
And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. Now here's the toss play. Look out, room to run here. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. They have taken the lead with time running down.
Here we go. They take the lead. What an amazing comeback by this team and this offense. Now it comes down to, can their defense hold the lead with under a minute to go?
Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Wants to throw it. And it's caught for a 2-point conversion. So the lead is now 3 here in the final stages.
And makes the score. Western Kentucky, 38. Georgia Tech, 35.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
Yellow Jackets will take over 1st and 10.
And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. From the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
And they finally get him. He runs out of space and time. That's it. Game over. So what an entertaining battle here today. But in the end, Kirk, the #1 ranked team couldn't make enough plays to dodge the upset here.
Well, it's hard to have your fastball working every